So are you a struggling person searching for the right smartphone in an affordable price, but you're confused because of the extremely crowded era of budget smartphones? Every company is making a budget smartphone nowadays, and it is quite difficult to choose the right smartphone for you. Don't worry, this is your favorite tech companion, The Tech Geek, back with another video, here for solving your problem. So what's up everybody, I hope everything is going absolutely awesome. Before jumping into the video, make sure you subscribe to The Tech Geek because I keep coming up with awesome tech content every week. Also, don't forget to turn on notifications because it will keep you updated about all my latest videos. So without wasting any more time and keeping up all those cliche lines, let's get started. So the first smartphone on our list is from a brand that has kept on making awesome mid-range smartphones with cool specifications. Many of you might have guessed it, it's the Realme 3. So we're gonna go in the ascending order of the prices, so we move from the lowest budget to the highest, which is 20k rupees. Realme 3 is an exceptional smartphone offering a MediaTek P70 processor, which is very capable chipset. It is based on the 12nm FinFET manufacturing process and is an octa-core processor which has 4 high-powered cores, ARM Cortex-A73 based, clocked at 2.1 GHz, and 4 low-powered cores, ARM Cortex-A53 based, clocked at 2.0 GHz. All in all, it's a really good processor, especially at the budget Realme is making it available for you. Okay, the first thing you'll notice in this device after buying it is its seamless design. Yes, it is plastic, but it looks the coolest in the budget. It has a gradient finish with a yellow ring around the primary camera, which gives it a kick-ass look. The phone feels premium in the hand according to my studies. Again, I didn't have the phone in my hands yet, so can't really say much about the user experience, but it looks awesome. In the front, it has got a teardrop notch holding the front-facing camera and a HD Plus display, which is a quite down for Realme, but for the budget, it's okay given that the processor is really powerful. Now, the display is not the sharpest, but the colors are nice and not too bad for media consumption. The ColorOS 6.0 has bought some nifty new features which was missing in the previous versions, and it comes with Android Pie, so kudos to Realme for that. The phone has packed in a 4230 mAh battery with 10W fast charging, which is huge given the lower resolution display and the powerful processor. Now, there are dual rear facing cameras in this device, a 13MP primary sensor with f1.8 aperture and a secondary 2MP sensor for depth sensing. In the front, we have a 13MP f2.0 shooter. The camera has modern features like the portrait mode, nightscape and all, and it is said to produce fairly good images during the day. In the night, camera struggles a bit unless you turn on the night mode, which is offered by Realme. Portrait mode is also good in this one. Overall, this is your go-to smartphone. The 3GB, 32GB variant starts from 9,000 rupees. You can definitely go check it out. Links are given in the description box. Now, let's move on to the second smartphone in our list, which is a performance killer from the brand, which is very popular for making mid-range smartphones. Yeah, I'm talking about Xiaomi sub-brand, which is Redmi. Now, this brand recently unveiled its Redmi Note 7, which offers the fully crocked version of Snapdragon 660 for just 10,000 to 12,000 rupees according to the variant which you are buying. It has an awesome, brilliant 6.3-inch FHD Plus IPS LCD panel with Corning Gorilla Glass 5 in the front and back. That's really awesome. Snapdragon 660 is based on the 14nm manufacturing process, and it is compatible and in few cases better than the Helio P70. In this price, this is your next smartphone, and you won't get any other smartphone with such wonderful specifications. That makes a complete smartphone. It has all the features that a mid-range smartphone misses out today, like the Type-C cable and many other nifty little things. It has got a premium design, probably the only real glass phone in the budget, which is complemented by the Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection. This smartphone is really kick-ass. On the back we have dual rear cameras and the flash. The primary camera is a 12 megapixel f2.2 sensor and the secondary camera is a 2 megapixel f2.4 sensor. Now this camera was supposed to launch with a 48 megapixel ISOCELL Samsung GM1 sensor, but Xiaomi cancelled it at the time of launch in India. But it's okay, the bigger version of this phone is really badass. Now on the front we have a 13 megapixel f2.2 sensor. The rear facing cameras are really awesome in this device. In spite of the degradation from 48 megapixel to 12 megapixel, it actually proves that megapixels don't matter. Even if it's indoor or low lighting conditions, this camera is not going to disappoint you by any means. The front camera is good as the rear ones, can't really complain about it. The portrait mode, edge deduction, everything is on point. It has got MIUI 10, which is a bit bad in the basis of ads and all. So there is support for Quick Charge 4.0, but there is no fast charger bundle in the box, so you need to buy it separately for getting the fast charging ability. So overall, well done Redmi. Again, if you increase your budget a bit more, get the whopping Pro variant of the already awesome Redmi Note 7, the Redmi Note 7 Pro. Now this phone offers a Snapdragon 675, which is the new budget killer. It is based on 11 nanometer manufacturing process and has two high-powered ARM Cortex A76 based cores, clocked at 2.0 GHz, and 6 ARM Cortex A56 based cores clocked at 1.8 GHz. This chipset is also in few ways better than the Snapdragon 710. I mean CPU wise, but GPU wise Snapdragon 710 is better. But all in all, it's an excellent chipset with lots of capability to give you a seamless experience, whether it is in terms of gaming or day-to-day usage. Now the deal breaker. It has got a 48 megapixel f1.8 Sony IMX586 sensor, which you guys have seen probably in the Honor View 20. Yes, you heard that right, Sony IMX586. Now the cameras on this device are no doubt exceptional, given that the camera on the Redmi Note 7 was so good. The 5 megapixel depth sensor works well to give you a good amount of background blur. The images are well detailed with good dynamic range. Many people are complaining about the camera interface lagging a bit while shooting. Hope that Xiaomi fixes this with an update. Also note, to use 48 megapixel you need to turn on the Pro mode, because in auto mode it shoots 12 megapixel. In few cases you will find 12 megapixel shots better than a 48 megapixel, but if you want more details, then you can definitely use 48 megapixel. The front camera is as same as Redmi Note 7, which was quite good. All the other features are the same, like the Redmi Note 7 is teardrop notch, Corning Gorilla 5 and 6.3-inch vivid display, and the battery. So at a price of from 14,000 up to 17,000 rupees, this is the best smartphone you can get. So the next smartphone is from a brand from which we never expected an overall budget killer, but that's not the case now. Samsung, yeah, you guys must have guessed it, recently entered into the budget smartphone industry with a bunch of new smartphones, one of which is the Galaxy A50. Now we all know that the Samsung A series has always been quite expensive without offering a good price to performance ratio, but that's not the case with the Galaxy A50. This phone is powered by the new Exynos 9610 chipset by Samsung. Samsung Exynos 9610 is built on 10 nanometer FinFET process. It is an octa-core 64-bit ARM-based chipset. The CPU cluster of Exynos 9610 is divided into two clusters. There are powerful 4 Cortex A73 based cores clocked up to 2.3 GHz. Other 4 low-powered cores for normal tasks are Cortex A53 clocked up to 1.6 GHz. The performance is not the main highlight of this phone. I mean, performance wise it is quite good, no complaints, but this phone's highlight is the camera, which is also fairly good. I will not say I'm a fan of this camera, but it is good. The device is made of plastic and it has got a unique design with some patterns playing around the backside of the phone, and we get a teardrop notch and a little bit of chin at the bottom. And as it is Samsung, so no complaints about the display. It has got a Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display and it's pretty vibrant and can be bright too. Samsung Galaxy A50 has the new Samsung One UI, which is very fast and snappy. Packing all this up, there's a 4000 mAh battery which lasts one day easily, and it's above average. But in case you're out of juice, you can use 15-watt fast charger bundle to keep you posted. There is Type-C in this phone and the headphone jack. That's a feature worth mentioning nowadays. Now, jokes apart, let's just move on to the main highlight of this device, the camera. It has got triple cameras to the back, a 25 megapixel f1.7 primary sensor with an 8 megapixel wide and 5 megapixel depth sensor respectively. On the front side, we have the teardrop notch holding 25 megapixel shooter. Now you need to switch to the ratio of 4:3 high for getting the 25 megapixel shot, but if you need HDR, then you need to shoot 12 megapixels. So that's a little problem right there, but the camera itself is quite good. You get so many options to play around with. The primary shooter produces a tad bit oversaturated images, but it seems fine, and many of you guys like the colors boosted. The 8 megapixel depth sensor on the other hand misses out on saturation, and portrait mode works fine. The camera seems to soften the details during night, so personally I'm not a big fan of the cameras of this device. The front shooter is fairly good and can produce decent quality images. Overall, this device has a decent camera, good processor, and is quite a bang for the buck. Now the next smartphone in our list remains the king of all time. No other brand has ever been able to offer such specifications at the price. I have spoken about this phone in my earlier video too, and still it shines in 2019. Yeah, I'm talking about the Poco Phone F1. It offers a Snapdragon 845, can't really talk about it, you guys already know how capable the chipset is. So performance wise, hands down, it's the best smartphone in 20,000 rupees. No complaints against the performance. It has got water cooling too. The cameras are also amazing on this one, and especially after all those updates, it has been better. The display and the Poco launcher, the big battery, awesome cameras makes this smartphone my pick under 20,000. The only major con is the build of the smartphone, but you can't really complain about it because you're getting everything worth every penny. So you want a phone under 20k rupees, get the Poco F1. Nothing has come closer to this at this budget. So that was about the video, guys. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, then don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and turn on notifications. Also leave a comment on which smartphone did you like the most, and I would very much like to know on what content you would like me to make a video on. So again, apologies for the video delay. I have my exams, so nothing to do about it, but from now on I'll be regular, and at least for the upcoming 2 to 3 months you will get regular videos. So this is a Favorite Tech Companion, the Tech Geek, bidding you a goodbye, and I'll be back with a new video. You guys have a great day, and bye.